This case considered the issue of unregistered legal interests and whether or not a purchaser of a property could rescind the contract for the sale of a property on the basis that it was a sale by direction, there was an undischarged mortgage, and they were not dealing directly with the registered proprietor of the property. In this case, the owner of a property entered into a contract to sell it. However, the property was still liable for a mortgage. As part of the sale, however, the buyer agreed to take over the mortgage and also enter into a mortgage with the owner of the property for the balance of the purchase price. Sometime later, before the mortgage to the seller had been fully paid, the buyer entered into a contract to sell the property to yet another party. The purchasing party agreed to buy the property and signed the contract and requested details of the vendor's title. The vendor supplied the required information that they were purchasing the property on terms, and that at the time of completion, title would be transferred to the purchaser. This new purchaser then sought to rescind the contract, but the seller proposed that they give the purchaser a memorandum of transfer to assure them that the mortgage would be discharged over the property at the time of the sale. The buyer refused to accept this, so reluctantly the seller accepted the rescission of the contract. The buyer then brought an action against the real estate agent for the return of the deposit on the property. The central issue for the court was whether or not the purchaser had the right to rescind the contract in the circumstances. The court ultimately held that